Novak, was it maybe your best performance so far today?
Yes, I would say so. Important to obviously elevate the level of performance in the game towards the end of the tournament, and this was the right day, the right time for me to perform as well as I did, and I'm glad that obviously I managed to realize everything that I intended tactically before the match. Of course, it's always tough to play somebody that serves that well. At times frustrating, but it's in the end of the day important to hang in there mentally, be patient, kind of make him play. That's what I've done. I thought I put a lot of pressure on his second serves, moved him around the court, always made him play extra shots, had some variety in the game, used the court very well, and just pleased with the performance.
One second.
Talking to John, he said that he felt deflated a little bit after the tiebreaker. Do you feel like that was a time that counts, or?
Well, yes. I mean, I created a lot of opportunities for myself in the first set, even though it was only one break point and it was actually a set point. But I thought I made him work for his service games a lot from the beginning, and I thought that that has influenced a little bit on his physicality. I think towards the end of the first and beginning of the second set, he already felt a bit exhausted, and I wanted to use the opportunity in the early break in the second, open the door for me, and that's when I felt I could start swinging through and played a terrific second set.
How do you practice returning against a guy like that? How do you know something?
Well, I had the guys that I warm up usually with the last 6-7 days here in this tournament step probably 6-7 feet into the court, just serve as hard as they can. That's one of the ways. I obviously searched with my coach Boris for somebody that serves close to what he serves, but it's difficult to find anybody. Karlovic left the town, so he's the only one that can prepare me for that serving. But you just try to instinctively react, because the first serve of John Isner for a returner is a bit of a gamble. If you're in the right position, or you anticipate, or you sometimes rely on the statistic and the pattern that he uses. I mean, the serves that he likes to use in particular moments. So it's a little bit of everything, obviously, and you need to do your homework. But generally, I think it's just a reaction and the good anticipation on the first. And the second serve, it's more predictable, so you try to attack it, you try to take advantage of it.
Came a little bit late. I don't know if we introduced the love 30 game early in the match. He had gotten out of a tough situation earlier. And he played a great game there. What was it like for your mind?
He played a couple of very good points in that game to get to love 30, and then I think 15-30 I served the second serve, ace down the tee, took my chances, and that's something, sometimes that's what it takes. You got to be brave, because he runs around his backhand. He loves to hit the forehand return inside out from the baseline as well. He protects that corner, backhand corner, so he opens up the forehand corner. But again, it's easier said than done to actually play the ball there. So if he serves as well as he did in the first set, he puts a lot of pressure on your service games, and that's sometimes you get tight, but I managed to find my way through that game, and other than that, I thought I played pretty well.
This match seemed to demonstrate how much better your service has become over the past year or so. It was a very good serving performance. Is that something you've been working on very diligently, or tonight?
Well, I've definitely worked on my serve and other elements in my game, but serve was particularly of the interest of the training. and priority of the training session that I had with Marian and Boris. Of course, we analyzed the game, and we luckily always have something to work on. There's always room for improvement. We try to work on the efficiency of the serves rather than speed, because I know I'm not able to serve as fast as John or any other guys, but I am able to use my serve accurately and kind of allow myself to have an easier first shot in the rally. That's something that I was working on.
So you're in the final now, you have a day off, you're in Miami. So what are you doing right now? Do you go party? Do you
So where are you
relax?
gonna go party, man? No, man. I'm just staying at home. I have a little baby. Baby gives me a lot of party in the morning and during the day. So I'm partying with my boy and with my wife and preparing myself for Sunday.
Hey, Novak Djokovic won today. Andy Murray in the final. You've got such a good record against him. Is that something that you feel is perhaps a positive, or perhaps goes the other way as Murray probably more determined to beat you?
Well, it can only serve as a positive fact prior to our match on Sunday. The fact that I won, I think, last 6-7 matches that we play against each other, especially the one just recently in Indian Wells, gives me confidence and maybe a slight mental advantage. But we're talking about small margins, and that's always the case when we play against each other. Very few points, few details can decide a winner. We have very similar games. We already played twice this year, of course, in a big match in Australian Open final, which was very, very physical, very close. I expect a battle. I expect long rallies, but I know what's expecting me on the court. I know his game pretty well, as well as he knows mine.
Just quickly, you obviously reached 500 career wins this week. I know you were already in the 600 club. What do you make of that?
I congratulate him for that achievement. Of course, it's a great achievement. People maybe don't realize how difficult it is to reach 500 wins, and it's still we both are same generation, so we still have lots of hopefully years in front of us, and I hope we can play against each other on many other occasions.
Last two questions here, please.
Andy Murray, we all know, is a great hardcore player. He beat him just 9 times in a row. He beat him on hardcore. How proud of him? How proud of that are you? And does it surprise you a little bit that kind of streak on this surface?
Well, it's great to have that streak against him coming into this final of Miami Open. Obviously, I will reflect on those matches, and especially the most recent one in Indian Wells, and prepare myself tactically for what I need to do and execute on the court. Now, as I mentioned before, we're talking about very small margins that are going to decide a winner, and I'm sure that both of us are equally wanting to win this trophy. So we'll see what happens.
Last one.
Dimitrov, Raonic, Nishikori, all the guys were down by Joe Bigster and Gray. So what do you think, what's the difference between you and all the guys?
Well, it's hard to say. We all are different in special in our own ways, and maybe John was a little bit more exhausted today because of the big 3 wins he had against Dimitrov, Raonic, and Nishikori. But again, I was just fortunate to play the right shots in the tiebreak of the first set, and second set went completely my way. I played probably the best set of the tournament, so it's hard to compare my game to Nishikori's or Raonic, or say what they did wrong and what I did right, because playing against John, it's always few points that can get you in one way or another.